Hello, this is a video just explaining the problem I'm having with mp4s, QuickTime files, and Sonar. The audio that I'm working on when I bring in an mp4 or a QuickTime to Sonar, when exported, does not sync up exactly in other DAWs or video programs, etc. I've done these tests with other workstations such as Pro Tools into Vegas, Sony Vegas, for instance, and it's fine. The issue is definitely with Sonar and MP4 slash QuickTime files. Here's a video file here. Right off the bat, we'll notice that Sonar will never display the first frame of this video, which actually starts at 00, 595200. And even though my offset is set 595200, it shows up here in the counter, but does not sync up with the video. When I cursor through, now it's off sync by 2 frames, and it's pretty much stays consistently between 2 and 3 frames out of sync. If I export a small portion of the audio or any portion of the audio as a broadcast wave, call it test, send that out, and we go into Sony Vegas with the exact same video file and same offset, frame rate, everything, sample rate. You'll notice Sony Vegas does display the first frame of video, and it also syncs frame by frame if I scroll through the video like this. If I do that in Sonar, there's all sorts of missed frames that if you go back, sometimes they'll show up again, or it's just not consistently cursoring through. If I go to the end of this video file, you'll see 2040 13, 2040 13. It stays in sync, rock solid through Vegas, this mp4. I'm going to bring in that broadcast wave that we just saved out of Sonar. Test. There it is, and if I cursor in, zoom in, I'll try to show you here. We are out of sync by, let me find a nice transient here. That's okay. We're out of sync by, I would say, exactly a frame on this export, but usually it's between a frame and a half out of sync, right? So if I do any audio on a film or a television show, I have to bring it into Vegas and physically slide it into sync, checking over and over again to see if there's any phase problem. It's a nightmare. So mp4s and QuickTime files are very widely used in my industry for TV and film, and you know, nobody uses AVIs or on compressed video files. They're just enormous file size, and well, we all know that. Anyways, so Sonar definitely has an issue working with these files. You know, it was only up until a couple of years ago they even would play, but now this issue persists with the time code, and you know, I mean, there's codecs that you might mention. What codecs have you got? I've made sure there are no codecs installed on my machine right now other than what comes with Windows. Otherwise they would show up here like a lav or any kind of codec like that. I had some of that stuff installed, but I'm getting the same results. Between Pro Tools and Vegas, again, no problems there. If I do this test with an AVI in Sonar, it syncs. There's nothing wrong with it, but nobody works with huge AVI files. I did a test in Windows 10 on my son's laptop, brand new laptop, nothing really much installed on it at all. I put Sonar on, I did the same test. The audio that I exported was out of sync, only it was early. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you.